It is Intuitively D, aka Diana. I am a certified yoga instructor, an intuitive astrologer, and tarot reader. And I am in sunny Ireland for a vacation visiting my guy. And I just thought, since it's such a lovely day, why not come outside and do a restorative yoga practice? So, we are going to do a very short yoga restorative practice. The Spotify playlist will be linked in the description. If you like to listen to music while you practice, that is there for you. But if you don't, you could just take in the sounds from around the neighborhood. And let's hope that the sun stays out as long as this yoga practice. So if you want to practice, create a just really comfy, safe environment for yourself. I have my yoga mats. I have 2 pillows from inside the house. I'm sitting on a yoga block, so I have 2 yoga blocks, and I have an incense burning. You can set up any way you like. You know, restorative is to release all effort and invite in ease. So however you want to do that for yourself, do it for yourself. You can pause this video now and come back when you've set everything up. We're going to get started in an easy seat today. So I'm sitting on a bolster to give my hips some support and to really elongate my spine. You can start however you would like to start. Everything here is just an invitation. I am just a guide for you. So if you feel safe and comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes or lower the gaze. Maybe you place a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. Or maybe you just leave your hands down to your side, maybe resting on your knees. And as you anchor in, as you begin this practice, become aware of your breath. Not doing anything to the breath, just observing the breath. The rising and the falling of your belly. Maybe even the temperature of the breath as it flows in and out of your nostrils. Lowering the shoulders away from the ears. Relaxing your jaw. Unfrowning the eyebrows. And just breathe. Allowing the breath to be an anchor to the practice. Allowing the breath to anchor you in every posture that I invite you to do, knowing that the breath is here for you. This practice is an invitation to rest a tired body. The world is absolutely bonkers right now, and we're probably running on all cylinders. So this is an invitation to just be, to just relax. We'll take 3 collective breaths together. So wherever you're at in your breathing cycle, take that last exhale. And when you're ready, take a deep inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top and then sigh it out audibly. 2 more just like that. Inhale deeply through the nose. Hold it at the top. Sigh it out audibly. And last one, if you'd like to set a dedication or a, why did I just lose that word? A dedication or, oh my God, y'all know what I was gonna say, and I can't even think about it right now. It just escaped me. Intention, oh my goodness. If you'd like to set a dedication or whatever. I can't even believe my mind is just like going loopy right now, but it's all good. It's a practice, you know? We're just doing our best. If you like to set a hopefully you're not holding your breath. If you like to set a dedication for this practice, then let's do it on this breath. Inhale deeply through the nose. Hold it at the top. See that dedication or intention in your mind's eye as if it is so. Take another sip of air in if you can, and then sigh it all the way out. Return back to the natural rhythm of your breath. Release your hands to your sides, and this whole practice can be possibly done with your eyes closed, but if you like to open your eyes, go ahead and blink them open. On your next inhale, circle your arms up, palms touch at the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. A couple more just like that. Inhale, circling the arms up, palms touch at the top. Maybe you look up if that feels good in your neck. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just one more. Inhale, circling the arms up. Maybe you look up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. On your next, circling the arms up as you inhale, palms touch, and as you exhale, arms come behind you, clasping the hands, chin to chest. Inhale, circling the arms back up. Exhale, chin to chest, clasping the hands behind you. One more, just like that. Inhale, circling the arms up. Exhale, clasping behind you. Inhale, circling the arms back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, circling the arms up, extending palms, look at each other. And on your next exhale, left palm comes to right knee, right arm reaches behind you. Inhale to lengthen the spine, exhale to twist. If it feels good in the neck, look behind you. If it doesn't, don't look behind you. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale, arms to center. Exhale, opposite side. Same thing. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to look behind you. Twist a little deeper. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, opposite side. We're just going to do one more on the other side. Follow the rhythm of your breath, or you can follow me. Inhale, arms extend up to center. Exhale, the other side. 2 breaths. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we're going to make our way into a tabletop position. So however you like to get there, you can get there. I'm going to swing my legs to the right. This is a good time if you had a blanket, which I don't have, but if you put a blanket under your knees, that's always lovely. Hands can be flat. I do fist because my right wrist has some issues. And shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees. On your next inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin for cow. Exhale, tucking the tailbone, rounding the spine for cow. Following the rhythm of your own breath, do a few rounds. Inhaling for cow, exhaling for cat. And maybe hip circles might feel lovely here. And so you do a few hip circles. Or you sway your hips from side to side. If you're doing hip circles, rotate the circles into the opposite direction. And when you feel complete, come back into center. We're just going to do 2 more active stretches before we enter restorative poses. On your next inhale, right arm extends up to the sky. Exhale and thread it through. Thread the needle. You can extend the left arm out long and just slightly move your hips over to the right to get that stretch into the right shoulder. Take 2 breaths here. When you're ready, bringing the left palm back towards your face, pressing into it and coming back up into a tabletop. Maybe swishing your hips from side to side for a reset. On your next inhale, extend the left arm opposite side. If it feels good, deeper stretch, extend the right arm out in front of you and slightly move your hips over to the left side. Your cheek can lay on your mat if that feels good. Doesn't have to. 2 breaths here. When you feel complete, first bring in the right hand, grounding into the right palm, pressing up, bringing the left palm to meet the right palm, and maybe swaying those hips from side to side. We're going to sit back onto our heels to set up for our first posture. And I'm going to, this is going to be the back of my mat, so I will show you how to do that. And it's just going to be a supported butterfly. So taking one block horizontal, the other block facing that. Taking one of your pillows or both your pillows and making a ramp. This is literally one of my favorite poses. I'm just going to set that here. We're going to bring our hips to in front of our pillows, soles of the feet to touch. In restorative pose, we're going to be in for several breaths, about 3 minutes. Allow yourself to get comfy and cozy in the pose. Allow yourself to adjust, 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 adjust. Give yourself permission. If it doesn't feel good when you first land, adjust. Slowly lower your spine onto your pillow or your bolster and allow yourself to adjust. One hand can be on the heart, one hand can be on the belly. Hands can be out to the side. And come back to the rhythm of your breath. If the hips are a little tight and this doesn't feel good, go ahead and extend the legs out long. Lots of options here. There is no competition for who can stay in Supta Baddha Konasana the longest. There is no prize at the end of your practice from anyone else other than yourself. So allow yourself to do what you need to do to support the tired body. And as we rest in Supta Baddha Konasana, we come back to the breath. We come back to our inhale and our exhale. The rising and the falling of your belly. I'm a yoga teacher that doesn't like to take up all of the silent moments, but I know sometimes on YouTube people need that, so I'll do my best to be done. If the mind has started to wander, allow yourself to gently bring the mind back to the breath. And you can do that as many times as you absolutely need to do. Some restorative practices will be easier than others. Some days you'll be able to drop in, and other days you'll have to keep bringing the mind back to the breath. It is just a practice. A few more breaths here. Scanning the body, seeing if there is anything that you can do to make this more supportive, more comfortable, more restorative. Even if that means coming out of the practice, the posture side. A few more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. And remember, the next pose is just an invitation. your entire practice. Begin to deepen the breath, bringing awareness back into the body, back into the present space. Seeing if you can keep your eyes closed. Roll over to the right side of your right side, supporting yourself with your arms and your hands, gently coming up. And we're gonna say, with twisted legs to the right, we're gonna scoot our bums, our hips, closer to our bolster as we move into a supported spinal twist. On your next inhale, turn towards the back of your mat, facing your pillow, your bolster, placing hands to frame the bolster, and gently lower your chest down. And when you arrive, once again, legs can be stacked, they can be staggered. Head can face the left, or you could turn it towards the right. I don't have that flexibility. Maybe you have to adjust for your chest. And as you anchor in, come back to the breath, the rising and the falling of your belly. And once again, we'll be here for about 3 minutes, inhaling and exhaling, creating space for our tired body, allowing ourselves to sink in, to notice the breath, to become aware of the breath. The mind might wander to the groceries that you have to pick up or whatever's on your to-do list. Can you allow yourself to not judge that, not judge your mind for wandering off and doing its job, but gently bring it back to your breath, your inhales and your exhales. The rising and the falling of your belly. Allow yourself to soften in this pose. So 10 more breaths here. Maybe you just become aware of all the sounds from this video, the birds, the wind. Begin to deepen the breath, bringing awareness back into your body, back into this present moment. Gently pressing into the palms to lift the chest up. We're just going to switch to the other side. So for you, you can just flip your legs over to the other side. I'm going to change this so you don't see my back. Flipping the legs to the other side. Sitting up nice and tall. turning towards your bolster, framing your bolster with your hands and gently lowering your spine down onto your pillow or your bolster. Getting comfy and cozy. As you can see, I need to adjust. You can adjust as well. And when you get comfy and cozy, coming back to the breath. Maybe you notice how this side feels compared to the other side with no judgment, just awareness. This might be your favorite side. It might be your not so favorite side. And that's okay. We are going to breathe into this pose, sending breath to whatever part of the body that needs a little bit of TLC, of tenderness, of support. I would love to tell you that this practice will magically make your tired body untired, or the next lunar transit would do that for you. And while it might give you some ease, I always suggest finding a practice that's sustainable so you can come back to the body, so you can come back to the rest. Rest is our birthright. It is not something that you need to earn. You deserve it. A few more breaths here before we move into our last and final posture. When you feel ready, deepen the breath, bringing awareness back into the body, back into the present space. Pressing into the palms to bring your chest up. And some suggestions, some invitations for Shavasana. You can lay flat on your mat, or you can do a supported Shavasana, which I am going to guide you in. So I would leave the bolster and the props just as they are, turning my hips, my bum back to my bolster, laying all the way down, and adjusting as needed. You can do Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet in to touch if that feels yummy to you. This feels yummy to me. I love it so. And as you adjust and as you get comfortable and as you settle in, invitation to close the eye, to once again connect to the breath. And we'll do a body scan here. Starting at the crown of your head. Bring awareness to your eyebrows, relaxing them. Awareness to your jaw, relaxing. Awareness to the shoulders, relaxing. Awareness to the arms, letting them be heavy. Awareness to the hands and the wrists, allowing them to be light and heavy at the same time. Awareness to the breath, to the belly, allowing the Releasing any tension that might be in the abdomen, the pelvis, the hips. Moving our way down our thighs and our knees, releasing any tension, tightness that might be there. Moving our way to our shin and our front of our ankles and the tops of our feet, releasing any tension that might be there. Bringing the awareness back to the calves, breathing in rest and restoration to the calves. Moving the awareness to the hamstrings, releasing any tension that might be there. Breathing in lightness. Moving our awareness to our glutes, releasing any tension that might be there. And as we work our way to the lower back, releasing tension that might be there. Moving our awareness up to the mid-back and upper back, to our shoulder blades, releasing any tension that might be there. Bringing awareness to our back of our neck, in front of our throat, releasing any tension that might be there. But just taking the next few breaths. To release. You can stay there as long as you like, friends. I like to close our practice with a collective breath. Invitation to close the eyes and bring 2 hands over the heart space. Knowing that you can come back to this practice at any time that you have free time, when the body just gets tired and you don't have time for a flow.